I will pass the chair back to Gabriel. And I will ask all the executives to come back. And Hannah. So we will go on with the next motion. The 65th EPSA General Assembly decides the following EPSA Team 2022-2023 positions remain vague. It's 2023-2024. Positions remain vacant. Vice President of Internal Affairs, Secretary General, Vice President of External Affairs, Events Coordinator, Educational Affairs Coordinator, Grant Coordinator, Audit Committee Member. Just as a clarification, there are still some positions that are not here because those that were not elected during the elections have already been voted and don't need to be voted to remain vacant. That's why we haven't included, for example, Mobility Coordinator, Training Coordinator, and so on and so forth. And I open the floor for discussion. Gabriel? Thank you, and we will proceed to voting. I will ask if there are any abstentions. Who is against? And who votes for? And we have 22 votes for, none against and no abstentions, so the motion is carried. And we will continue. To open calls for EPSA events. Gabriel, go ahead, I open the floor for discussion.
Gabriel, President. So Kati is still delivering the session. She'll be here soon. But this is more of a formality to let you know which calls for EPSA events are now open. Sorry. So we have the call for the 45th Annual Congress 2024, the call for the first EPSA Summer University Summer University 2024, the call for the 20th EPSA Autumn Assembly 2024, the call for the 46th EPSA Annual Congress 2025, the call for the 24th EPSA Summer University 2025, and the call for the 21st EPSA Summer University EPSA Autumn Assembly 2025. The call for the 45th Annual Congress 2024 should have already. What's going on? Should have already we should have already had someone applying for this General Assembly, so it's the most urgent one out of all of them, and the call for the first SS Summer University is open now, and Kathy will inform you over email of the deadline, which should be in around 5 weeks for applications for RCs, but from our understanding, she has already been in contact with some of you, but I will give the floor to Marlene to do a little exercise with you.
Marlene.
Marlene BPA, as it is usual. I mean, normally Kati does it, but if any of your associations are interested in hosting an event, feel free to speak up. I don't know if you want to share it right now, if you've already been in contact with Kati. Oh, amazing, Kati's here.
I don't know where I'm getting it. What is the last thing you said?
If anybody's interested in hosting an event, they should speak up now.
Kati?
Is that still screaming? Yes. Kathy, events coordinator. I don't know if you, Marlene, went through the list, but if you have a general interest in organizing an event, you can also say so, not specific to one event. If you don't have any interest specifically in one of the events stated here, but more on a general side, you can approach me if you have any questions. I'd be happy to help and assist you and help wherever necessary. So that's basically it. I'm interested, but we'll see how that goes.
Thank you. Are there any other new points? I see none. Marlene? No? Then we will move on to member motions. I will read the motion. Proposed by KMPSV the Netherlands and seconded by Anne Frank. Do tell me if the text is too small and you want it bigger, if it's not legible. The 65th EPSA General Assembly mandates the EPSA Treasurer to implement a new strategy to explain the financial meetings by having 2 financial meetings for the official delegates prior to the 66th EPSA General Assembly. The first meeting will be about the EPSA financial documents in general and will be held 3 weeks before the start of the 66th EPSA General Assembly. The second meeting will be about the EPSA financial documents in detail and will be held 1 week before the start of the 66th EPSA General Assembly. The exact moment for both meetings will be set at least 4 weeks before the meeting itself. This new approach will be evaluated during the 66th EPSA General Assembly to implement this or any adapted approach following the feedback prior to the 67th EPSA General Assembly. And I open the floor for discussion. KMPSV?
Eline KPG Netherlands, first of all, sorry that the motion is so long. It's just that we really felt that all of these aspects had to be included instead of just stating like an investigation. We wanted to be a little bit more in control about the actual process. And now a little bit behind the motivation, which hopefully you did all read in the members' motion form that we submitted. But basically for those who weren't there in Athens, there were some financial update meetings before the GA and then during the GA, and we really noticed there was like no questions at all, and we were really worried because the financial aspect is super important. It's very difficult because we're LSs and we're not necessarily baby treasurers, but it's really important to understand what's going on, and therefore we think those meetings need to be optimized, which we also suggested then. However, then we didn't see concrete improvement in the treasurer and we decided to take action ourselves. So therefore we come up with this plan. Just know that we are definitely willing to amend the motion if you think there is a better way to do this. It's just that, yeah, we think that in this way it could be beneficial. But yeah, we also think that if you do vote for this motion, then participate in it because it's for you. We've stated here to have like the meetings more set so you're aware of when it's happening, because we feel like right now it wasn't planned well, but then you know you have to be there and you really have to use it and give feedback. That's also why we have the opportunity to then get it regulated, but with your feedback. So think about that. If you don't think you'll use it, then maybe just vote against, because that would otherwise be a waste of everyone's time. Thanks.
Thank you. Then we have a new point from Gabriel.
Gabriel, President. So the EPSA executive does not necessarily see the need for this motion, as this could easily be arranged as per your request. We also will continue to discuss the financial documents in the official delegates meeting during events and in the GA sessions. So with this motion, there will be 4 moments of discussing the financial documents. However, we do have to say that it is up to the member associations and to you as ODs to decide how many times and in what situations you want to discuss the financial documents. So we are not against the motion, and if it passes, we will gladly discuss whether to incorporate it in the regulations after.
Thank you. Are there any other direct from KMPSV?
Eline KMPG Netherlands, just to stress it, the exec states that they can take our feedback and do it, but we have seen no results from that. So that is why we put it in a motion. We agree that it doesn't necessarily have to be in a motion. It's just that we don't believe that otherwise it will happen the way we envision it. And whatever.
Thank you. Then we have a new point from XVI.
Slovenia, we would like to express that this is a very good suggestion, because we believe that a lot of us are really afraid of everything connected to finances, and this is really a guarantee for the treasurer to take this to account and to explain it very well and in a thought process that we will understand.
Thank you. KMPSV?
Elena Kempis with the Netherlands. So I just also wanted to stress that you mentioned that it will be now 4 times discussing the financial documents, but we want to stress that we do not envision it to be 4 times the same thing, not at all. The first meeting is there to generally explain the EPSA budget for someone that has never looked at the template before, that doesn't even understand certain abbreviations in the sheet. The second meeting before is really about the numbers. This is important because then we can really focus on the actual finances that are happening. The meeting that is happening during the day before the Congress, we feel like should be discussed in general because there's like a lot of repetition because some ODs are not present there. It should either be stressed very much more importantly how significant that OD meeting is, or like it shouldn't be used for that case, because otherwise, indeed, you're going to repeat your information. And then the one that's actually happening during GA will still happen. And well, I'm excited to see how many questions there will be. I think it shouldn't be a repetition. That should just be like the final, most crucial points that associations think need to be discussed during a GA instead of clarifying stuff. So that's how we envision it. Please, I hope you take that into consideration. Exec to be.
Thank you. Are there any other points? Asep? There was a technical from, no? Asep, go ahead.
Elena Asep, Switzerland. We also feel that it would be quite a lot of meetings for the ODs in preparation for the GA. Would it be possible to then combine the second financial meeting with the first preparatory OD meeting that is happening online?
Clarification from KMPSV.
Elena KPC Netherlands, sorry, could you again explain? You mean the second one, so the more detailed one, you want to have it happen during the day of the Congress? Oh, you want to skip the one at the OD? I don't get it.
Direct from Asep. Gabriel, it was Gabriel first.
Gabriel, President, just to reply because I think I can give it from our end. If this motion is approved, then we wouldn't do the financial meeting during the GA preparation meeting. We would do these 2 meetings in the date that the motion tells us to do, and then discuss it in the OD's meeting and just vote on it, like KMPSV said, in the GA. So I don't know if your question, if it's a yes or no, but there will be no GA financial preparation meeting if there's already these 2 mandated by the motion.
Anep?
And in France, the reason of this motivation is also because in Athens we've got 3 times the same meetings, and we do think that we can push further to understand more the financial matters. So it will be really useful to really like regulate, say, oh, we have to do that, and explain that, and like just OD can attend to the meeting, and it will be easier for everybody.
Thank you. Technical from Gabriel.
Gabriel, President, I close the floor for discussion on the motion.
Thank you. Then we will proceed to voting. I will ask if there are any abstentions. Who is against? And who votes for? And we have 22 votes for, none against, and no abstentions. So the motion is carried. And we will proceed to the reviewing the list of working statements. And I will read the motion. The 65th EPSA General Assembly approves the updated list of working statements, and I will open the floor for discussion. Gabriel?
Gabriel, President, so you've had access to the updated list of working statements with the comments. We've also gone through it in the OD's meeting, and basically all of those comments will be incorporated, and the new executive motions and member motions, guys, that were approved during the General Assembly will be added at the end. Let me know if you're comfortable with voting already, or if you would like to go over all of them again.
Gabriel?
Gabriel, President, thank you. Then I close the floor for discussion.
And we'll proceed to voting. I will ask if there are any abstentions. Anyone against? And who votes for? 22 votes for, none against, no abstentions, so the motion is carried. And we move on to the emergency GA. Gabriel.
Gabriel, President, so we will definitely need to use the emergency GA part. We will now have 20 minutes, no, not 20 minutes, 22 minutes break. No, it's 20 minutes break, whatever, until 5:30. I would ask everyone that's on the 4 a.m. bus tomorrow to take this time and go collect their deposit back from the reception, and we'll meet here at 5:30.
Thank you. Elisa?
So now I will perform a roll call. I have AFEP Austria, BPHSA Bulgaria, CPSA Croatia, CUPSA Cyprus, CPSA Czech Republic, and France, BPHG Germany, GPSF Greece, LPSA Latvia, SP Lithuania, KMP Sweden Netherlands, VFSO Belgium delegated to KMP Sweden Netherlands, PPSA Poland, AFEP Portugal, VASR Romania, NAPSUP Serbia, SPSA Slovakia, SUSFA Slovenia, VEF Spain, ASUP Switzerland, UPSA International Turkey, UPSA Ukraine.
Elisa?
Elisa section, I have collected 22 voting cards.
And I suspend the standing orders. Again, don't forget to go get your deposits, 4 a.m. people.